The first outside read on Messi's hamstring just came from Lionel Scaloni, not from Inter Miami's PR team.
Yeah, that matters. When an Argentina coach says something is not so bad 2 weeks before a World Cup, that's a very different signal than anything Miami has said. And we should be careful not to call that an all clear.
We're Inter Miami Daily. Today we're looking at what Scaloni's comment actually means for July. And then we're going back to the Herald's take on that 6-4 game, because the beat reporter is saying the same thing Ivan's been circling all week.
10 goals, an early exit, and then the walk-off becomes the headline. Let's get into it.
Miami Herald writes,
two things you rarely, if ever, see. 10 goals in a soccer game, and Lionel Messi leaving the field before the game is over. But last Sunday night, both happened in Inter Miami's last game before the FIFA World Cup break, which ended with the home side beating the Philadelphia Union 6-4 in a wild game that broke an MLS record with 8 combined first-half goals.
The Herald doesn't lead with the 6-4, and it doesn't lead with Suarez's hat trick either. It leads with Messi coming off in the 73rd minute, which tells you exactly what they think the lasting image was.
And that matters because it's coming from the people who cover this team every day. They're not trying to hype it up. They're telling you how it felt in the room when it happened.
On the injury side, Scaloni saying the first signs are not so bad is a very different kind of read from anything Miami's PR has put out. That's an Argentina coach talking to the press with his own World Cup calendar in mind.
Sure, but a coach protecting a star 2 weeks before a World Cup has every reason to keep the temperature down. So not so bad is not clearance. It's just the first real signal we've gotten from outside the club bubble. And both things can be true.
The Hoyos question is the other thing I'm watching. The Herald is naming it directly, and it lands right on top of that bigger issue of what Hoyos actually built behind Messi. Because the World Cup gap is about to put that on a clock.
8 combined first-half goals and a win that still leaves everybody sweating about the left hamstring. That's Miami in one sentence right now. And if Messi comes back with World Cup minutes on top of that, July is not going to be kind.
From Buenos Aires Times.
Argentina national team coach Lionel Scaloni has sought to calm fears over skipper Lionel Messi's fitness ahead of the World Cup, saying the first signs surrounding the captain's injury are not so bad. With less than 3 weeks to go before the start of the tournament, the 38-year-old superstar sparked concern after limping off during Inter Miami's MLS match with Philadelphia Union on Sunday.
Quick update on the hamstring watch. Argentina coach Lionel Scaloni spoke to D Sports on Tuesday, and his line was that the first news is not so bad, while still saying they need to wait on Messi's progression. That's the first outside read we have, and it lands differently than anything the club has put out.
Right, and that distinction matters. Miami's medical note is managed language. A national team coach on camera saying not so bad is a different category of information. I'm not exhaling yet, but I'm taking note.
And to be fair, Scaloni has his own reasons to sound calm 2 weeks before a World Cup. Not so bad from the guy protecting his most important player is not the same thing as a clearance.
Exactly. And if Messi goes to the World Cup even a little undercooked on that left hamstring, what does a full group stage run do to Miami's July? Hoyos already showed us Sunday what the backline looks like when it has to survive on its own. And the Herald made the early exit. Not the 6-4, the image of the night. That's basically the beat reporter saying what I've been thinking all week.
If you want to stay close to the club every day, check out Angel City Daily Podcast, a daily ACFC supporter briefing with match reaction, NWSL standings, roster moves, women's soccer in Los Angeles, and supporter buzz. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. You'll find links to every story we covered today in the show notes. So if something caught your ear, take a minute to read a little deeper. Thanks for spending part of your Thursday with us. That's Inter Miami Daily Podcast for today. This is a Lantern podcast.